16-year-old Issie Robertson remembers the moment she found out she had achieved the seemingly impossible, becoming a contributor to the Journal of Medical Ethics.
I was actually on a school biology trip, and I was on a bus and we're going in and out of coverage, and I got this email but I wouldn't download, and I saw it was like Journal of Medical Ethics, like decision on paper. And the thing wouldn't load, so I was on this bus.
She is the first high school student to be published in the top-ranked bioethics journal. Robertson's paper examines the ethical arguments for altering people's genes to make them live longer. She tackled the topic after discovering she disagreed with Australian bioethicist Julian Savulescu's point of view on genome editing.
We should make our children smarter, more beautiful, more athletic, like let's just go for it. And I was kind of like, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if he's quite on the money there.
She looked at longitudinal studies and found the biggest contributing factor to unhappiness in the elderly was isolation.
So the procedure is expensive and the pregnancy obviously has to be planned. So it's always going to be a very small minority of the population. So majority of people's friends and circle of acquaintances won't have this gene, so a lot of them are going to end up being isolated because all their friends are going to die off, and they're going to have this extra 30 years of life where they are socially isolated.
Robertson also tested her hypothesis by sharing it with her friends.
And then I asked the question, okay, if majority of your friends wouldn't have this thing, would you still like to live another 30 years? And at that point a lot of them were like, no.
She says Savulescu, who also edits the journal, has congratulated her, but hasn't conceded he's been one-upped just yet.
He's like, oh well, I'm glad you stuck to your argument. So he hasn't I haven't convinced him.
The piece is already published online and will be presented as a physical copy in the next 2 or 3 issues. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.